Hello, everyone. Shane Siddle here from ComX. I've got a new toy that I'm playing with to do this. So, yay to shiny new object. So, yes. So we're here to talk about the ComX Calendar project on Kickstarter. It's still in pre-launch stage, but I'm going to launch it live during this video. Pretty much what it is 18 artists have come together, Australian comic artists, I should say, and they have each produced a art piece for the calendar for each month. It's 18 months all up. And so you'll have to excuse me because it's just me. So I've got to do all the technical stuff and the actual talking to you as well at the same time. So I've got to run all these things at once. So you'll just have to excuse me for a sec. So they've come together to do a calendar. And this is all about promoting Australian comics. Just promoting Australian comics and comic artists and comic creators here in Australia. So pretty much what I'll do now is I'll just need to go into each of these little tabs here and check some things. So please excuse me for a second while I find where things have gone. Okay. Just getting the other screen loaded up. So there, now I can see people. Because what it is, this software doesn't let me see who's commenting on Facebook. So I just need to go in here and open up my other screen to Facebook so I can see everyone. And there we are. See what we've got people already commenting, and I couldn't see it on my end. I could just see comments. I can't see who's actually commenting. Facebook has a rule where you can't see the people commenting. And you've got to allow, I think there's a bit of text somewhere in the header that tells you how you need to allow Facebook to give up your name to this software, StreamYard. So if you're not comfortable doing that, that's cool. That's why I'm opening up the tabs here so I can see the Facebook comments as they come. Okay, so what time is it? We're going to launch probably around 5 o'clock. I might get sidetracked or distracted, but we're going to launch at 5 o'clock. The link that you see going across the bottom is the link to get to the pre-launch page. You can register your interest, which probably isn't that important right now because we're going to launch in like 7 minutes. But it's also the same link will take you to the actual Kickstarter itself once it goes live. So, and just be careful, don't put I in there. I found out the other day that there is another site using a similar name to me, and they're not safe for work. So you don't want to be going to that site. Or maybe some of you do, but yeah, that's not where I want you to go. So, yes, and I've invited some people to come along, but I seem to be on my own still. So I need to come up with something to say. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show the calendar. Hang on, I've got to share my screen here. Okay, so there's the cover of the calendar. There's a spelling mistake in it, so this is not the finished product. This is just a draft. So don't worry, Brendan, we will fix your name. So this is the cover. What I'll quickly go through in the next 6 minutes. Hello, everyone, by the way. I've got to go to the other page to see who you all are. I see a lot of Facebook users saying hi and everything, so hi back to you all. Glad you're doing awesome. And hello to Kevin, who has given permission so I can actually see him in the feed. And love this. Thank you very much. So what I'll do is I'll just stop sharing my screen because that's the same screen where I need to see all the comments. And I see there's none in there. There's a whole bunch in there. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Okay, and is there anything over there? No. So it looks like it's all the Love Oz comic books is where most of the people are. Good to see. I'm a big fan of that group. If you're not a member of that group, I would love for you to go over there. It's called Love Oz, AUS, Comic Books. It's a Facebook group dedicated to Australian comics and the love of Australian comics. So if you're not already a member, go over there. Lots of information about comics in Australia, and lots of even creators are in the group themselves. So you could connect with someone pretty cool over there. So yeah, go check it out. Now, what I'll do is I'll start sharing some of the artwork just to get us through the next 4 minutes. And excuse me, ducking my head down. The screen's kind of blocked by a cabinet I have here. Here we are. So we'll share screen again. So here's all the finished artwork. I'll bring them up one at a time so you can see them, because they're a bit hard to see there and they're cropped by the Google Drive. So I'll bring them up month by month. So here's July. We're starting halfway through the year, 18-month calendar. So this is Brendan Halliday, I think it's pronounced. A piece for the calendar. Very nice. Stopping the helicopter from crashing. Nice piece of art. Okay, I'm just going to go through these quickly, just so you can see what the calendar has. And hang on, is this going in order? Yes, it is. Sorry, my bad. So this is by Peter Wilson. It's called Foes. And if I just zoom in there, there's a little cameo to ComX itself. Very nice that he threw that in there. I'm a big fan of that. So good on you, Peter. Okay. This is by Ben Sullivan. Very nice piece of Brando and Maggie, and Dark Oz comic book. Over there at Dark Oz, you can check them out. I can't remember their site off the top of my head, but great work by Ben Sullivan there. This is by Duncan Prenavicius, I think is how you pronounce his last name. He has told me, and I may have forgotten the correct pronunciation. But this is a nice, yeah, it's a very interesting piece. A bit of a demonic looking thing going on there. And I love this reflection in the knife. That's pretty cool. This is by Lee Chalker. This is from Battle for Bustle. And this is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Lee's art, actually, so I'm a big fan of this piece. And here is the Talking Bread by Kieran Jack. Nice piece. This particular comic is quite funny. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have these guys on here. And this is The Dark Nebula by Colin Wells. It's flying through space, very cool. I've got to get into Dark Nebula. I'm being told it's a very good comic. So I've got to get my butt into gear and read some of these. Dave Dye. He told us the name of this girl, but I've actually forgot. I think it was Lee. from his I can't remember the name of the comic, sorry. I think it's Amazing Fantasies or something. I'm sure Dave will correct me in the comments. Lana Luca by Lauren Marshall. Very nice piece. Good, awesome shadowing and so forth. I love these little faces off to the side here. That's pretty cool. And the spider over here eating flies or moths. I'm not sure which. And Rob Lyle, also known as Spedsy on the internet, is the creator of this piece. I believe it's characters from the Devil's Toilet, but he's got another comic out there called Vamoose, and I think the guy down the bottom right's from there, but he's also part of that, and he's bringing out a comic with Sidrus, with the turtle with the monocle, whose name at this point in time I can't remember. Yeah, very cool piece. And this is by Peter Lawson, and the colors were done by his daughter. Sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but I think it's Dana or Dana. I'm not sure which, so I apologize for that. She did an awesome job on the colors, and Peter's done an awesome job on the inks and the drawing itself. So very cool piece. Now this is done by Chris Pitcan, I believe is the pronouncing of his name. I could be getting this wrong because I've talked to most of these people online, so I've never actually heard their name said out loud. So I'm not always sure if it's pronounced the way that I think it should be. But this is by Fox and Hound. Very cool piece for the calendar. It's by Tim McEwen. His character, I'm having a mind blank. From Greener Pastures. I've forgotten the bull's name. But yes, a bit of a homage to, I think, a Kirby picture. I can't remember for sure. And this is by Isaac George, his character Bronwyn from his comic Bronwyn. He's a bit crazy about the way he does this. He actually inks straight over his original pencils, so that always fascinates me. This is by Chris Hunt. Very cool little superhero in space kind of look. I forget the name of the character. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, very nice piece. Loving the background. And very clean looking art. And this one is one of my personal favorites, not just because of the gore, but also because I make a cameo. So I'm just a little full of myself here. So all about me, all about me. So yes, this is this is by Tony Menzie. Very cool, very detailed piece of art here, and loving the gore, loving the zombies. Can't go wrong with zombies. Stuart Black's piece here with his horse femmes, 4 horse femmes, I believe these are called, the characters. Nice little joke there. Very nice art. Nice and clean. And this is the final piece by Zach Elliott from his comic Jet X, as he's put the logo in there to make it nice and apparent. Very nice contrasting work here with the very detailed tree and the cartoony looking characters. I find this piece very interesting. So that is December of 2022. So that's the entire calendar. So what we will do, I will stop sharing the screen again. And we shall go live. So I just got to get the right screen. And the project is now live. So you can go to that link now, comx.link, and that will take you to, I'm just going to check that works before I tell everyone to go there. Yep, go straight to the campaign. So now we'll talk about the tiers. Well, about the campaign itself, if you have any questions or you spot any of my spelling mistakes, let me know. But yeah, just go on over there. We've got, probably easy if I just go in there and have a look. We've got the super cool Oz ComX supporter. This is $5 or more. This is, we give you our genuine thanks. This is for someone who's not really after anything, but just wants to support the local industry and help us support the local industry, I should say. So yeah, very awesome there. Then we've got the $10 pledge, which is the avid Australian comic fan. What we've done is we've turned the 18 calendar pieces into postcards. So I don't think I've got the postcards on this computer at the moment, so I can't share what one of them looks like. But just so maybe I can screen share this. No. So that's the postcards for the $10 or more. That's for Australian residents because of postage. So we're just posting out to Australia for those ones. We do have tiers for the people overseas. I'll just get to them next. There's the digital Australian comic fan. This is where we send you a digital copy of the 18-month calendar. So you can get all without paying the ridiculous postage that there is between us and everywhere else in the world, it seems. So you can get a copy of the calendar without needing to pay ridiculous amounts in postage. Then we have our 25 or more, which is the digital Oz ComX Superfan. And this is the calendar as well as a bundle of Australian comics in PDF form. So we've got a selection. Hang on, I'll see if I can. I'll just take this over to that screen. So here's the actual campaign itself. So here's the 25 or more Superfan. I'll just scroll down. This is little bios by each artist, so you can get to know them, get to know who's in there, and that's the month that they've been allocated in the calendar. So nice little way to get to know the artists. And if we go down here to the rewards, so this is the PDF bundle, all these comics here. So this is a great reward to go with your calendar, especially if you're overseas and you want a taste of Australian comics. This is a great way to really immerse yourself in some Australian comics. Now we've got the early bird special where you get the calendar cheaper. That's just for the next 23 hours, of course, because we've started. For the next 23 hours, we have that calendar going. So, sorry, I just got a beat. You probably heard it over the microphone, actually. I was just seeing what was happening. There was someone sharing the post, so thank you. Thank you for that. So we've got the early bird special. This is the calendar, plus you also get with the calendar this pack of PDFs. They're standard with the calendar. And then you've got the normal price that it goes to after today and tomorrow. So the next 24 hours goes back to this price. This also has the calendar itself, which you see there's the little calendar. And then you've got the bundle of PDFs with that as well. Then we've got the Australian League of Heroes Limited Mega Bundle. What this is we've got 20 of these available. You get the calendar, you get the postcards, you get the Australian bundle of ComX, and you also get a physical issue of Battle for Bustle, variant cover of issue 1, I believe it is. And we've only got 20 copies, so that's a limit of 20 for that. Once those run out, there's the normal Australian League of Heroes Mega Bundle, which, as I said, includes the calendar itself, the PDFs, the 18 postcards, and yeah, so that's the Mega Bundle. So that's the limited bundle, and there's the limited edition of the 20 comics that we have, the Battle for Bustle variant cover, and then there's just the full cover, the bundle here, the Australian League of Heroes Mega Bundle, which pretty much has everything that we're doing in here. There will be more digital rewards. Ugh, can't speak. There will be more digital rewards coming up as I forget what they're called. Stretch goals. For stretch goals, there will be some digital rewards in the stretch goals, among other rewards. So we're going to announce them as the campaign goes along, so people can just to see how the thing goes first before we do that. So yes, that is the campaign at this stage. I'll just stop sharing that again. And so just peruse the campaign itself. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. I will just go to the screen so I can see everyone's comments. I'm not sure which direction these go in. Oh, thank you. I don't know who said that, but thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you very much for the people who've already, yeah, okay. I wasn't watching the numbers, so. Cool. Thank you very much for the first 5 backers. Can't thank you enough for getting the ball rolling. We're really looking forward to getting these calendars out to everyone. The artists involved are very proud of what they've done. They've done some great work. That's my chair. So this is a great 18 months way to get through 18 months. The next 18 months. Oh, can't talk again. This is a great way to get through the next 18 months with a calendar showing art from very different styles as well from these different artists from one to the next. So you get a real taste for what's available here in Australia. I highly recommend to our overseas friends to pick up the PDF. That'll be a great way to see this art as well without needing to pay the ridiculous postage costs that there is between us and overseas, because we are surrounded by ocean. So everything has to go by boat and plane. So I'm just going through the comments here to see if I can See, I can't tell who said this, but thank you very much, Facebook user. Yeah, actually, what I'll do is I'll go over to the actual Facebook so I can see who is saying these things. That's right, Tad. It's awesome the amount of the case of the usual suspects and more. Yes, very much so. And oh, we're already 10%, over 10% funded in the first 10 minutes. That's awesome. Thanks, Kevin. This doesn't let me see all the comments. Kind of want to see what everyone's saying. Facebook is being Facebook again. Okay, so I can still see if comments live over here. Yes. This is a comment by Tad. I can see that in the Facebook page there, so I can see who it's from. Thank you very much for that, Tad. So yes, I was hoping some people would join me, but oh, okay. Sorry, just reading some comments here. I think we may have just added another PDF to the list of PDF in the PDF bundle. We've just been offered here in the chat. I've just got to confirm it before I say what it is. Okay, I'll just give him a minute to read my message. Okay, so this project is all about helping support the Australian scene, helping support the Australian hang on, I'll just I think someone's coming to help stop me from drowning here. So, so just a bit of fun. Okay, so yeah, so we're helping the Australian comic scene promote themselves. That's what ComX is all about. So this calendar is just one of many initiatives that we're going to roll out over the following years to help promote particular artists, creators, writers, and so forth. This particular venture is to create promotion for artists, comic artists themselves, who are Australian comic artists, I should say. So yeah, so pretty much what you're doing is helping us help support the Australian comic creators. In all likelihood, this won't make us any money. That's not what it's about. It's about getting a calendar or a digital calendar out to you so you can check out all the latest art. So from these great Australian comic artists who've contributed to this calendar. So for that reason alone, it's great to get it just for that. So the whole point, like I was saying, is to promote these artists, to promote other artists. This will help us to do other projects, which will help promote other artists, other writers, and so forth, and other comics as well. We support comics as well over at ComX. And I don't know if I'm using this software correctly, so you'll just have to bear with me. I can see 6 people are watching, so 6 people can watch me see how technologically backward I am. Oh, okay. We've also been offered Devil's Toilet 1 as a to the PDF bundle from Spedsy. That's awesome. So the bundle's getting bigger as we speak. So I'll have to add that into the picture. We'll have to edit that picture to put in Devil's Toilet 1. I believe I've also been offered Talking Bread 1 to also be thrown into the bundle. So that is awesome. So anyone trying to check out Australian comics, this bundle's getting even better now. And we have people in the stream. So I'll add Kevin, who has been a great support for me at this during this campaign. So hi, Kevin. I'll just change to that. How are you?
Hanging in there. I don't have any of the fancy lighting or any of the fancy mic on right now, but I just want to come in and give support and explain to people out there that we had several of the artists on the show the other day for Comic Camaraderie. And as I mentioned, they're all very talented and very passionate people. All did incredible pieces for this calendar. I can't wait to get it as well. There's going to be a couple more. I'll send out the request to a couple more of the artists that are online right now, so that hopefully they'll be joining us shortly. But we're just happy to be that Ink's a part of what you guys are doing, man. It's a great effort that Shane's put together here to collect 18 very different individual artists, very diverse piece right here. So I mean, you will get again 18 different original pieces of this calendar, and then of course you can get all these bonus books as well, which is, you know, as a comic collector myself, it's just something really great to have, especially from that end of the world.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for those kind words.
You're quite welcome. Yeah. They're well earned. Yeah. It's I've been watching this come together along the way and seeing the befores and afters and everything, and then talk with several artists online. So it's been really good. I know Rob might jump in here in a second. He was watching.
Yep, I was just about to jump Rob in. He's pulling some funny faces down there, which is amusing me. So I'll just add you in now, Rob.
I didn't know if you could see me. I was just trying to. Look at my hair. I didn't know I was going to do this. So I was looking at my hair in the mirror thing.
I'm over here trying to get my beard to knock down because wearing face mask, it just looks like a mad cat.
Yeah, you get that weird, same.
Yeah, so.
You're killing it, Shane. You're doing great, mate. Don't worry. You didn't get me anyway.
Thanks.
But yeah, I want to chuck in Devil's Toilet #1 too. You got my message, and I'll even chuck in Vamoose #1 too.
Wow!
Let's make this thing chock-a-block full of good times. So yeah,
that's awesome. Thank you very much.
No, pleasure. You have that cool motto where it's sort of like support those that support you. So you support me, I support you, and people support us, and everyone support everybody, and this whole thing grows. It's awesome.
There you go. Yeah. And that's what drew me to this project was the whole thing about community, right? That all you guys band together and put out such a great product, and that's just, you know, and like talking with all you guys the other night was great to hear each of the stories about how your books came together, and then how you guys talked with Shane, and then how each kind of piece was developed, and you know, I have a whole different outlook on toilets today. So, you know.
Well, it's funny because my background is music and. Bands just like it was cutthroat, like we were all fighting for stage time and bad mouthing each other behind, you know, or everyone wanted to be the headliner and all that sort of stuff. And then journeying into Australian comics, it's like everybody has been so welcoming. And hey, do you need a cover for this? Hey, do you want a couple of pages of story for this? It's like, so Shane getting us all together and just like, you know, we've got these private little chats going on and you get to know all these people. And now a bunch of us are teaming up on different anthologies together. And it's just, bringing us all together. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love how that's happened.
It's awesome to find all the pockets of communities, right, in the indie world. I had started to pay attention to Australia probably about a year ago and watched certain things start to develop. And then there's a pocket over in Ireland that we deal with. There's a pocket over in the Netherlands. There's a pocket now in Turkey and Armenia. There's all these different pockets popping up, and it's fun to watch all of them start to interconnect and share, letters and pencilers and inkers, and the whole thing is just grown.
Yeah. Good thing about the calendar, it gives you a glimpse into all these little worlds, and poses a lot of questions. Like I'm just thinking, like, top of my head, Peter Lawson's Billabong picture.
Right.
She's got an epic backstory of comics there waiting to be explored, all drawn by Peter as well. And so, have a look at the picture. It's beautifully drawn, beautifully colored by his daughter Dana. And then, there are books to go read up on her and find out what she's been up to.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's all kind of little nuggets, as you mentioned in here, as you're going along to pick up on. And the fun part of it, again, is just the diversity. I keep saying that again and again. The diversity of the group, but it all ties together so nicely in a complete package.
Yeah. And one of the things we'll have in the calendar, actually, that I didn't mention earlier, was there'll be a link to the profile of every artist. So you can, by going to that link, you'll be able to find out more about every artist that was in the calendar. We'll be putting that link on the calendar, and we'll be putting that link on the back of the postcards as well.
Yep.
Cool.
That sounds good.
So you can get to know the artists. If you like their piece, you can track them down and stalk them all you like. So
we've already got a piece for the board for Comic Rotary for the Octobro piece that was sent in that Rob sent me, which is awesome.
Nice.
So it's gonna be going up here shortly in the next day or so.
I sent Kevin a little thank you for last night or yesterday for the a little Octobro smiley facey thing. Nice. You made me go in and think, like, I've been thinking about his origin and stuff all day, and I'm like, should I put other things on hold and do an Octobro comic, give him a solo title?
There you go.
It was good. We often leave these chats with Shane inspired, and now you've got me inspired too, Kev. So
good. He's got so much potential, man. He's just got he's got a really good vibe to him. I mean, like I said, I fell in love right off the bat because I'm an octopus guy anyway. I've got a whole section of comics that are nothing but octopus covers, and of course, that's the logo for Inktonet, for everything. So I mean, there's so many tie-ins there. It's not even funny. It's just a good time.
Yeah, awesome.
But we were also talking about on the show, for those of you who tuned in now that didn't tune in the show last night, maybe some sort of, multi-universe crossover, right? Where there's the Toast and the Toilet and Octobro, and they're all getting together, and, they're bringing the 100-gun guy in. I mean, it just could be a whole, super team going over there.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be way down for it. Yeah, so anyone else is watching, let's get together. Let's make this thing happen. That's the next big ComX.
The big ComX project.
It's kind of a, you could do one big tie-in story of everybody, and then you can break it off into everybody's little sub-stories and have an anthology and just,
Yeah, we do.
That'd be massive.
Line-wide crossover, have the main event, and then everyone does their little side.
Exactly. That's where Octobro could have his whole debut of backstory, right? You could do a 48-page deal. Everybody could do 48 pages, and pretty soon you have a 32-page book, and then bam.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
All right, well, I'm going to go have some dinner and keep watching you guys, and hopefully one of our brethren logs on any second.
Nice. Yeah, send one out to Kieran too, so hopefully he'll join here in a second.
Yeah, awesome. I'll dump it in the chat with everyone and see who's free.
Yeah,
good to talk to you guys.
It's 12:30 a.m. over here, so I'll be here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Rob.
Pleasure. See you, dudes.
See you. That's just trying to see. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out some of these settings, so I'm not familiar with them.
No, go for it.
That's what I'm looking for.
It's a whole. See, now you know all the behind the scenes of what we're actually trying to. It's like landing a plane, right? You got all these buttons and knobs and screens going down and comments rolling by and banners flying across. And
I see now why you need two people.
Yep. We like doing two people, and I normally have 2 to 3 screens up at a time. One screen to catch comments, one screen as you showed a while ago to catch Facebook comments that people don't say, hey, look, this is me coming on. It's definitely, I mean, if I fired everything up at once, there'll be 7 screens wrapped around me going on at once. But I can usually deal with about half of the board. So 3 to 5 screens, I'm usually okay.
Well, I've got 2, so I'm struggling with 2, so I can understand why you have 5.
Yeah, it's and then what's nice is throwing everybody up on the big screen, because that's, I mean, when I talked to you guys last night, it was basically your full size on the screen that I have here. So it's like you're actually in the room, which is kind of fun.
Oh, wow.
No, wow, Karen can't make it for about 3 hours. Good Lord.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but yeah. I mean,
don't think
we all
we'll
have busy lives. We all have Sorry?
I said I don't think we'll be on 3 hours, but hey, you know.
No, I don't think I will be. I don't think I can blubber on for that much. So
we have in the past, and it is it's definitely, when you do it live, it's definitely interesting.
Yes, this is true.
We give a little bit of education, we give a little bit of safety, we give a little bit of all kind of good stuff in there. We throw a bunch of extra in there for you. So
nice.
Let's see who else may be around. Running through to see. I wonder if Mr. Chalker got his a little bit better internet. Lauren just popped up, so let's see if Lauren wants to come on.
I'm in the wrong window.
Don't mind us. We're just Facebook stalking. So you know.
Yep. Same.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Sorry, both at the same time. Yeah. So thank you for those who've supported so far. That's awesome. Share this video. Share the original post. Share the link even, and explain why you think it's cool. And just get as many people as we can over to this Kickstarter. So this calendar is it's an awesome effort by all the artists involved. They've produced some really great pieces here, so you'll be missing out if you don't pledge on this one. We've got our digital rewards for those overseas who are watching this, so you don't have to deal with the horrendous postage that is coming out of Australia. And yeah, so just pick a level that suits you. Suits your budget, suits what you're after, and get yourself some of this beautiful art.
I think part of it may be, and it's like several in the business, a lot, and if you don't know that out there in Facebook world, of course, a lot of artists have day gigs, right? So
yeah,
they're breaking into the either breaking into the comic industry, or they just got a few things underneath them. They don't quite have their legs underneath them yet to be a full-time gig, and there's those that are very fortunate that it is a full-time. So some of the people that we're reaching out to are actually at their day job, so that's why they can't make it, and that's definitely.
Oh, of course, yeah. Lauren wouldn't be able to make it because Western Australia is like 2 or 3 hours behind us, so it's not working hours at the moment where I am, but
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it is where Lauren is. Yeah, true.
Yep. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I should have done this later. I didn't want to go too late though. I wanted to try to catch people as they're going home from work.
Well, it's tough, especially global, right? And we have a hard enough time just in the States trying to find that sweet spot, we call it, where we catch both the East and West Coast at the same time. That's hard enough. But to pick a time to go absolutely global is nearly impossible, because and so that's the tough spot. But again, they'll see this broadcast several times over. I've got it shared out to multiple locations right now, simulcasting it, and then again, we'll replay it often, so they'll get a chance to see everything. All the links are in there, including the one you have now, and then of course I added in the inked.pub/ComX calendar link, which is another way to get there directly.
Yeah.
So they're getting a lot of ways to get there. And let's see where we're at. All right. Closing in on 200 right now, right at 180, and we're only 45 minutes into it. So
yeah, sweet.
Cruising right along. And that puts you at 15% already. 15% in the first 45 minutes. So
Nice.
can't beat that with a stick, right?
So yeah, I'm not sure what else I can say. It's just a great way to get to know Australian artists, especially if you pick the bundles with the PDFs. Especially now that we've had three more PDFs added now, that apart from what's actually on the list. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome. But that bundle alone is worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can even, when you go to make that graphic, we can even make it, if they make it or we make it, to show those as bonus bundles, right? Put those 3 right beside it and say, bonus across them.
Yeah, true.
That's exactly what they are. That's very kind of those, of Rob and the gang to come in there and bring something like that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Nice surprise.
And
to get that message.
I'm a big fan of his art as well as Mr. Chalker's art as well. So with that variant cover, I'm all about that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That one, I've actually got that as well, and it's a great comic.
That was a really good story too that he brought up there, as far as the plight of what he had been through and what other people are going through, and how that's all brought in the comic. A lot of the imagery really showed that, especially the photograph where he's looking over the town, and all that kind of came to pass. So there's a lot of passion in every piece that these guys have put together, guys and gals have put together.
I've just been told to refresh.
Okay.
Oh, 237.
Nice. There you go. Zipping right along.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I don't know how to get into the back end to find out who that was, so I can't thank you personally because I'm not sure how that all works just yet. I'll figure it out after this video. But thank you very much. Much appreciated. You'll be glad you did, because this is a great product, or I don't want to say product, but great pieces of art. Yeah.
I would say it's a really good collaboration.
Collaboration, yes.
It's just like I said, very diverse, and well thought out. Shane did an excellent job of gathering up some of the real cream of the crop and getting that out there. You can also, if you want to catch some more of their work and some things, you can also go up to the comicradery.com, and the episode there from last night is already posted, so you can watch it there. You can listen to it if you want to. But the best thing is to just pop it right up, and it'll pop right up in YouTube for you if you want, YouTube or Facebook, and you can see several pieces from last night. So that's another way to kind of expand upon that.
Yeah. And one of my personal favorites about this is the group chat that I created with all the artists, is that they've started to talk to each other, and artists that didn't even know others existed are now doing collaborations of their own.
That's nice. That's really
yeah, that's really cool that's happened. I'm pretty chuffed about that. That's for sure. So yeah.
Well, what's going to happen too is you're going to start to see some more of the U.S. market as things, like I said, because it's 12:30 in the morning over here, so you'll start to see some action on that here in the next few hours as people start getting up and seeing what's going on.
Awesome. It'll be really good to get those artists' art out there to the world, not just the Australian market. Not that I have a problem with the Australian market, but yeah, it'd be cool to get them out there, get seen, just let people know that there's this great talent down here.
Well, it's really happened this year with everything going on, and was like, and you heard me say it last night, with so many industries having trouble right now. It's honestly really been the year of indies, because it gave everybody a chance to kind of force the hand, force their way to get outside of their normal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And find ways to expand their market, and try to find different ways and unique ways to be noticed. And this is, of course, one of them. So we are coming up.
I'm just reading a comment that I can't, doesn't seem to come up in this comment thing here. So it mustn't capture all of them.
If it doesn't, sometimes what you can also do is you can also grab over to Facebook, copy the comment, and then just paste it as its own. There you go.
Thanks, Tony.
Awesome.
And I know who this is. This is Darren, who helps me moderate one of the groups that this is posting to. So yeah, thanks, Darren.
And you know, I went ahead and posted, like I said, to several different places, so you'll definitely get some traction there.
Yeah. Thanks, Lee.
There he is.
That's Lee's Lee's alter ego, Battle
Awesome.
for Bustle.
Yeah, there's so much to that title, right? There's different layers to that title, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great title, Battle for Bustle. I was an instant fan when I read the first one. Couldn't wait for the second one to come out.
I was enjoying all the different art up behind him last night.
Oh yeah, that's his background's awesome. All the pictures posted up there.
Mm. Yeah, we were comparing kind of not so much war stories, but injury stories before everything went on a while ago, because he got tore up pretty good, as he mentioned in the video from last night with his back. I had a pretty severe injury back in 12/12/07. I got in a major car wreck, so that broke my neck. So we both were comparing instances where we were kind of faced death right in the face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, mine was on. I was minding my business driving to work, and this was a kind of a foggy Louisiana morning road, and my little old lady made a bad decision, and she decided to turn directly in front of me, and I hit her doing somewhere north of 55 miles an hour, because I was able to basically put the passenger tire up against the firewall of the car, so there was nothing left of the passenger side. It was completely up against the front. You could touch the front wheel and the firewall at the same time with one hand.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, it was, and I shattered put several fractures through 2 vertebrae in my neck. So I broke my neck in 2 places.
Yeah. Oh, Lee's just mentioned that I have original piece by him as well that he sent me quite a while ago. Actually, I think it was before this calendar even started, and it's awesome. Although it's over the other side of the room, so I won't try to go grab it. It's in a nice plastic cover protecting it,
There you go.
with Wonder Woman on the other side, because my partner loves Wonder Woman, so Wonder Woman's protected one side, and then Lee's art's the other side.
There
Our
you
2
go.
favorite pieces.
Nice. Well, I think you've got the bases covered, and like I said, you can just replay this video, and I'll replay this video to kind of let everybody know what's going on. We're coming up on the top of the hour, so I think you've got it covered, and I think you've got a lot of good comments. And
Yes, thank you, everyone. Yep. So I might end it here, because all I'm going to do is repeat myself. So.
Thank you. At 1 o'clock in the morning, I know I definitely will.
Yeah. So. Thank you very much for coming in, Kevin, and stopping me from drowning for a minute there. And
always a pleasure.
Much appreciated. So thank you to everyone who supported so far. And thank you to everyone who's going to support soon, because I know you will. And so I'll cut it off here, and I'll be in the chats to talk to anyone who has any questions.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome, sir. Take care.